In my last video, I talked about the Wooting 2 HE, an analog keyboard packed with rapid trigger, a feature which can help with movement. Honestly, good shit. But from that video, there were some of you who talked about using the analog inputs to move faster than just walking, and while still staying silent. Sounds almost like cheating to me. But can you even get faster speeds while still being silent? With a knife, running at max velocity is 250, and walking is 130. I can change the movement speed to experiment with how fast I can go, but for obvious reasons, they are cheat protected. Moving forward is set to 450 by default, so I tried 131, and sure enough, you can move faster and still be silent. The highest I could reach without releasing a fart was 135. This is still true for any weapon, but going above that is going to release a squeak. So yeah, 135 when I tested it is what you can reach. You would gain 5 velocity. Now that's cool and all, but the reality is, the game will simply not allow you to reach that amount on a consistent basis. Using the keyboard's analog curve and gamepad response feature, you just can't simulate 135 velocity consistently. You can adjust your velocity from 0 to 130 if that's interesting to you, but going above 130, it will jump to 250. In the analog curve, the highest you can get is 213 for walking, and then 214 automatically becomes running. There is no steps in between, and this is true for any weapon. Say I use the Negev, if I'm using the analog curve amount of 213, it will be like I'm walking, then I go up to 214, and now I'm running, and everyone can hear me. So in the end, don't buy this keyboard thinking you can use it to consistently walk faster than your teammates. In fact, with any keyboard, you can walk faster by quick releasing your walk key with a slow running gun like the Negev or the AWP. As long as you don't go above 135 velocity, you'll be fine. It will look like you're having a stroke, and it is fairly inconsistent to pull off, but that's something at least. Also, in a competitive game, you're not going to be able to see your velocity, so it will get harder to maintain. Now, it sounds like I'm giving the Wooting keyboard a hard time, but you can actually do one thing with it that you can't normally do with other keyboards, and that is to walk slower than normal. This could help with moving accuracy, and that I feel like is kind of a big deal. Let me know in the comments if you want a third video talking about this specifically. For now, you can get an advantage over your opponents on Faceit with Scope.gg. Scope.gg analyzes your games on Faceit and matchmaking, and they just released a sick feature called Pre-Match. Copy the Faceit Matchroom link and get info on your opponents. Stuff like favorite positions, where they aggro, favorite type of weapon, specific stuff about each player, and of course, a summary of the team. It's enough that one of you gets the Pre-Match subscription, and then you can share the Pre-Match analysis to your teammates. Check this insane feature by clicking the link down below. Peace.